Hey, good morning, everyone. So we had a last minute AV change in this room. So what that means, in short, is that you will be able to hear much better if you are closer to this side for the beginning of the session. Later in the morning, we will split this room and have two separate presentations, but for the beginning, we will all be together, intermediate and beginner contributors. If you can hear me fine in the far corner, go ahead and wave. Is that good? All right. So it sounds like we don't really have an issue. Maybe I'm even too loud. Fantastic. It is so great to see everyone. Please feel free to face at your tables the way that is most comfortable for you. I know a table setup is sometimes a little bit disorienting if you have to crane your neck a lot. But later we will do some things where we all talk to each other. All right, I'm going to wait 2 more minutes to let people trickle in, and then I'm going to kick this thing off. Actually, could I have all my wonderful helper friends up here so I can introduce people? All right, so we have a lot of facilitators here that have, yeah, come on up, everyone come up. You can stand on the step, it'll match. Who else is here? All right, Bob is also going to be here later, but he's running around. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Guinevere Sanger. I am kind of in charge of this thing. Actually, I am in charge of this thing. I'm just bashful. This is Chris Short, who is going to facilitate the beginner part of this workshop later in the day today. This is Allison, who's come all the way from New Zealand, and she will be helping people do cool stuff with Kind on the intermediate workshop. And these are Edouard, Wave, and Anu, and Jeremy, and they will all help you and debug things. So if you later, with the more practical exercises, run into trouble and your computer hates you or something, go ahead, raise your hand, and one of these people will come and help you get unstuck. There will be 2 more. There's going to be Hippie and Bob later as well, but they are some of the facilitators are doing double duty today.
Thank you.
Very cool. All right. Oh, and there's George, who will also be facilitating the beginner part of this workshop starting at 11:30. So yes, welcome to the Contributor Summit, and let's get this party started. Okay. I'm so excited to see so many faces here, and I hope you all are excited. Who's excited? Yes!
Yay!
All right, great. So welcome to San Diego. Welcome to the Contributor Summit. This is the new Contributor Workshop. We know that our community is large. We know that it is sometimes overwhelming to get started contributing to Kubernetes. What this workshop aims to do is show you around some of our community's Kubernetes isms, some of the ways we operate, and help you find inspiration and ways to get started in the area that you are interested in. This is Captain Cube. He is very excited to see all of you. And we cannot wait to have you all along for the crazy ride and have you all get working on some awesome features and pull requests and bugs, because we need you. We really, really do. I already introduced folks. Here are their names again for those of you who do better with reading. All right, so this morning is the combined session for everybody. What I will do, excuse me, I didn't even have carbonated drinks this time. So the very first thing I want to show you is how to open a pull request against Kubernetes. And this will be really hard because I'm also holding a microphone. So please raise your hands and let me know.
On your mic stand.
I'll let you know when that's necessary. I also only have one hand, so I think I'll hold it here. Very cool. So the first thing I want to show is how we would open a pull request against Kubernetes. All right, I know. Yeah, I got it. Finger memory. Option left, option right, control left. No?
Okay.
All right. First thing I need though is no. I need Kubernetes. I need the website. I need KK. There we are. All right. This is Kubernetes, the core repository. When you go and want to fix a bug in Kubernetes, the first thing you would do is, let me try this thing. You would go to this button. You would go ahead and fork the Kubernetes repository. Who in this room has forked the Kubernetes repository? Good job, you know how to read emails. Excellent. How long did it take you? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on your machine. It's quite a big repo. So the first time I cloned it, I was actually a little bit, yeah. So you would go ahead and you would make a fork onto your own repository onto your own GitHub account, and then you would go to your computer and create there we are. Okay, and create that place in your file structure. Here's Kubernetes. I am currently on the master branch of Kubernetes. Can everyone see this okay, or do I need to make this a little bigger? It's responding a little bit slowly. It's
What have we done here?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's start it.
I'm sorry, I'm SSHing into my own box because of the aforementioned AV changes.
It's your box. Row.
Uh-oh. I am. Let me use you. It's entirely possible that. Oh, did the internet die? Oh, that's not great.
Is it the conference Wi-Fi?
Conference Wi-Fi is down? Yeah. All right.
You go that way. I'll go this way.
Yep. You can hook up to my phone. Let's fix this. Actually, while we're fixing this, go ahead and introduce yourselves to your friends at your tables.
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead and talk to each other. Share why you're here, what you're hoping to get out of this workshop. What are your ideas for starting to contribute?
What is the issue y'all are having?
The website, the network stuff.
Oh, I'll let Deb know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is the Wi-Fi password. One of your singer's iPhone. Here, I'll tell you.
Did I hear you're having some technical difficulties? AV or internet?
The internet is down.
Internet. All right, give me a moment.
Okay, read the numbers.
87.
I only have 2 bars.
Okay, let's try mine. Yeah. 7.
Yeah, I don't have too many bars, so.
They just need to be connected to each other.
15, and they're having some internet issues. I tried calling Tom twice, but he didn't answer. Are you able to get a hold of him?
This is not.
Hello?
What paradox are we in right now?
Jimmy, are you there?
So I'm on my iPhone, so let me.
Yeah.
Is it connecting?
Did you hear?
Do we not have. Sorry.
Yes.
My Great.
So.
All going
No, I mean, they're having an issue. They're doing a presentation and they can't do their code on the Wi-Fi. And Tom's not answering his phone. Correct. Yes. Thank
So
you.
what we can do is
Look,
Thank you.
hook line.
hook yours in.
Bye.
Just do it all
Continue
local.
thing.
Continue on with it. Just on display.
Are you on the whatever loves
DNA,
Dev?
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi guy is on his way.
It's like.
'Cause my
intermittent,
com-
it's
Okay,
cutting
I'm on
out.
your
Okay.
phone. Connected to your phone.
You connect to my phone.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, that's not going to work now. But what is your IP address here now on your phone? Go to System Preferences. Open Network Preferences. What's it? 2.23. Oh, there we go. In there.
Oh God, I don't know what to fuck. I don't even know what that password is. My phone's frozen.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So you're hotspotting now, right?
Your hotspot.
Yep.
Make this work.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw this screen over on iPad mini to make it work on that side.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
I'll make that work. You can continue with just the one, I think, for now. And I got to figure out what happened over there.
Oh, I don't actually know how to make this one.
It's fine.
I was going to show my code and everything. I didn't think this through. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I can roll with it. All right. We are currently hotspotting while they're fixing the conference Wi-Fi. Let's see. Okay. So let me walk you through what will happen. Let's just kind of walk through the basic steps of opening a Kubernetes pull request. I'm going to show you what my remotes look like. What is happening? Oh, because I need to go. I'm not actually in the correct place. I'd had this all set up. So I'm going to go into my Go path. So now we're back into normal live demo territory. Let me actually clear so that you can see. Does this work? No. Yes. Oh, wow. Cool. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, source first. There we go. Okay, so now I'm in the Kubernetes org in my Go path. And you can all see that I have Kubernetes right there. Very cool. So remember I said you want to fork to your own GitHub and then clone from there. And the other thing that you will need to set up is a remote. And the way that I recommend doing it, and that a lot of the Kubernetes automation recommends it, is to call the Kubernetes org remote upstream and your own remote origin. So if I go and I hit git remote -v, you can see that my origin is github.com, Guinevere Sanger /kubernetes.git, and the upstream remote is kubernetes.git. The next thing you do is you check out a branch. I have done this because I wanted to make sure that I don't bore everyone with writing code in front of people. So my branch is San Diego. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and run a git fetch. And the reason I run a git fetch is so that I have a little bit more control over what is happening. So this might take a while, and I might have to interrupt it because, again, the network is a little bit slow. But the very first thing you want to do is make sure that you're in sync with upstream master. So this is going to be a bit, I might have to cancel out of this. But you all are going to do it later, hopefully, when the network is fixed. All right. And then you would run rebase. Upstream. Yeah, I can type in front of people with one hand. It's great. Very cool. Of course, it's up to date because I didn't actually get to fetch anything because of the network. That's fine. Now, I'm going to look at my branches. Normally, I would just check out a Git branch, a new branch. In this case, I have one prepared. So git check out San Diego. All right, here we are. So let's look at the Git log. Let me clear again because I'm again at the bottom. So what you'll see is I went ahead and found myself an issue. And let's go back to Kubernetes. Let's see here. I'm going to look for this issue. Fix Goland failures. So I picked. Pardon me while I find this. Okay, so what I did in order to find a Kubernetes issue is I looked for, let's look on the left here. Where's my pointer? Right here. Yeah, awesome. I looked on the left here, and there's a whole set of labels, and we'll talk a lot about these labels. These labels are what makes the Kubernetes automation work. And one of the labels that's on there is the purple one, good first issue. And what a good first issue should be, and often is, if you're lucky, is that it encounters a really fixed set of steps that you can go through and follow, and you will be able to make pretty good progress, even though you might not have all the information to start hacking on all of Kubernetes. So in this case, this is a cleanup issue. All we're doing is we are committing changes we're actually fixing code comments so that the golint package does not fail. Normally, I would show you what that looks like, but we are almost at time for this particular part of the demo. Let me show you the diff instead. So, what I did was I removed a package from the golint failures, and I fixed a lot of code comments. You can see in red and yellow. Oops, that was the wrong direction. Here we are. So I added a bunch of comments. If you're familiar with Go, the Go linter requires that you formulate your code comments in a certain way for exported packages. And if you don't do that, the linter will yell at you. And because of a lot of unfortunate history and circumstances, the Kubernetes golint file, a golint ignore file is fairly large. And basically what this issue is an easy way to go look at the code and see where things live and fix a few linter issues in the meantime. That's all this is, but it's a pretty good one for a demo. So that's what I've been doing. And so now I'm going to, normally I would show you what this looks like in the GUI, but let's see. The next thing that you want to do is do a git push. And you're going to push to your origin. That is your fork, your personal fork. -u, origin, and I'm going to say San Diego. And that is a spot that shouldn't be there. All right, we'll see what happens. This might, again, take a while. Oh my God. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm on SSH. Yeah, this might not work. So, let's see. Let's cancel that. All right. So, again, these are some issues that you might run into later. So, but what you would do is you would push it to your origin and then open a pull request from there. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that directly from my machine so that then we can go to GitHub and see what that looks like. Give me 1 second. Chris had an announcement.
So the conference Wi-Fi is having issues, if you haven't noticed. I tested it. It's 460K, so like rock on, woohoo. So thank you for bearing with us through that. We are trying to make this other projector work, but because of the conference Wi-Fi issues, it's having problems.